Hi, my name is Mike DeMauro, and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about is opinions. Now, you heard the expression, everyone has their own opinion. That is the case. That is true. Everyone does have their own opinion no matter what. You know, it may hurt someone that you talk about your opinion about a topic, but it is your opinion. No one can take away your opinions. You may hurt someone by saying your position on a topic, but you know what? You have the right to say it. No one can take it away, you know? And that might be hard. You hear someone talk about something, and you want to put your 2 cents in. Then there are things that you want to say, but yet you don't want to hurt the people, you know? Or you might want to say something, and it might be a secret, you know? And you don't want the secret to get out because you'll get in trouble. Or the person that's involved with it might get in trouble, you know? And you don't want to hurt people that you really like, you know, or like your friends. You don't want to ruin their reputations. Of course, you don't want to ruin yours either. Now, everyone does have their own opinion. Whether it's in the newspaper or radio or TV or normal conversation or at work or at home. You know, everyone has their own opinion on what should be done on a topic. But don't be upset if they don't take your opinion lightly. Or if they don't use your opinion at all. Because everyone has a right to have their own opinion. And if they don't like your opinion, they don't have to use it. Or they don't have to go along with what you're thinking, you know? Or your thoughts. You know? Your ideas. They don't have to go along with your ideas if they don't want to. You may not have the power to say your 2 cents in. And that might be okay too. Because you might not be the person in charge. If you are the person in charge, you might want to ask for opinions and thoughts and for help, you know, from other people. And that's okay too. But at the end, you know, if you don't like somebody's opinion, you don't have to use it. If you don't like somebody's opinion, you don't have to listen to it. Though you may want to listen to it to see what they have to say, but the decision is ultimately yours. You don't have to do or say, or you don't have to agree with their opinion. You know? There's a lot of times when I don't agree with my parents on stuff. You know? But they have their opinion and I have my own. You know? But you might want to also be careful what you say, because it can hurt somebody. And if you mention it on TV or radio or whatever, it might hurt somebody. You know? I understand that the United States of America, you have the First Amendment, freedom of speech, which means you can say anything you want. But in that criteria, you have the FCC, which says you cannot say this, you cannot say that, you cannot say this, you cannot say that, you know? Now we have to respect those rules too when you talk about stuff on the radio or TV or even in the newspaper. And that's fine. You know? But understand that you do have the right to express your opinion. Though knowing what time is the right time to express those opinions is your call, is your judgment. Because you do not want to say an opinion when you're in your boss's office talking with the boss, because the wrong thing can lead you to the loss of your job, you know? But at the same time, you do have the right to say what's on your mind. Though it might not be the perfect time to say it, you know? Or do what I normally do sometimes. If I get upset with something, try to keep it to myself. And if I can't hold it any longer, then I try to talk to somebody about it. And if that doesn't work, then, I don't know, try to forget it. You know, and it's hard to forget it, but you have to know when it's okay to say things too. Because you might want to talk about politics, but talking about it at work or talking about it at church or during the dinner table might not be the correct time to talk about it, you know? Or you might want to talk about sports teams, you know? And talking about it at work might not be the right time to talk about it. Whereas if you're with your friends at like a bar or at a game, then yeah, that'd be a perfect time to talk about sports or your sports teams. Or if you're watching a debate on TV or watching the president give his State of the Union address or any other address that he gives, then that might be a perfect time to talk about politics. But talking about it at work is not a good idea. There are certain things you cannot talk about at work because they can lead to you getting fired. And if you get fired, you're not going to be happy. So, my opinion is, don't try to rock the horse. You know, if you try rocking the horse and the horse doesn't like you, then you're going to get in trouble. You know? But I understand that some opinions, you might say, they might be kept in secret. So you do not want to share your secret out there with the world, especially on Facebook or especially at work. You know, you may have a secret about someone, but you do not want to share it online. If you have to, talk to them. You know, you may have a secret about them. Talk to them. Don't go keeping it in your mind and talking about it online. Then if that friend sees your comment or whatever, or if your friend knows about that, you know about their secret, then they're going to get upset with you. Or if their secret gets them in trouble at work, they could lose their job. And then they're going to blame you for talking about their secret. You know? So, even though you might have the opinion to talk about something, you may not say it at the correct times, you know? You got to know when the correct time is. You know? Don't blab your secret out in the public, because it's going to cause trouble. Even though you might have the opinion, you might have the right of speech, you do not want to hurt anybody by saying what your secret is, or saying what your opinion is, if it's going to cause trouble. You know? Like, for example, if I were to go to New York City and I talk about the Tampa Bay Rays, then there might be some trouble, because the Yankee fans are going to hate me. Or if I were to go to Boston and talk about my Tampa Bay Rays there, then the Red Sox fans are going to get upset with me. You know? And then that's their opinion too, because they like that team. And I like my team. So, you know? Or let's say that you go to, I'm going to use New York again as an example. I'm a Patriots fan. I go to a New York City bar, and I see Jets fans. And of course, I may talk about the Patriots. Though, the person in the bar in New York City that's a Jets fan is going to cause you trouble. So even though you started it, you're gonna get in trouble. So you might want to keep your thoughts to yourself. Though you may have the right to go to that bar and watch the game and root for your team. You know? There are several things you gotta know. Sometimes you gotta keep your opinions to yourself, but if you feel that you need to have your opinion said, then don't be afraid to stand up. But you gotta know when the right time to do it is. You can't be going blabbering all over the place and saying untrue things or false things and false rumors, because that will get you in trouble. So, but you gotta know that. I'll talk to you guys all later, and thank you for watching my videos. In my opinion, I thank you.